as many crappies there.
They're about 5 feet down, right beside the boat here.
This episode of Crappie Machine in partnership with Power Pole, Total Boat Control, H&H Rods and Reels, Dakota Lithium. Hey, welcome back to Farmerville, Louisiana and Lake Darbonne. I had so many good memories on this lake. You know what? The very first crappie tournament I ever fished as a Canadian ever was on this lake right here.
The team of Tim Blackley and Karl Kalonka! Here they come! Crappie Kings Television! Can they do it? 1283 does it. Puts them in the hot seat. Here we go. Ooh. 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 1283. 1289, brand new leaders. There you go. Tim Blackley, Karl Kalonka. They're going to finish in the top 5. Their advice, don't give up. They did it from that far. You guys had a great tournament. Congratulations.
Good job, guys.
I'll tell you what, great job, guys.
Fished with different guys, the duck commander guys, all kinds of crappie club guys. But
You got one.
what a bite. Yes, I lost one, remember? Louisiana proud. Wow. Just hold it, and all of a sudden, eh? Boom. Wow, Jay. You guys got it down to a T, man. Seriously, John, that's psychotic, dude.
I don't know.
Look at the size of them, too, in here.
A good. Wow. A good one.
Darbonne on the cypress trees. But now I'm fishing with the Knight of Darbonne. That's right, Brice Knight of A Night on the Lake Guide Service. He fishes the bone like there's no tomorrow. His buddy Steve over there and the other ranger, kind enough, but again, see, that's Southern hospitality, you know, to be a camera boat, so he can put our guys in there too, so we can get the kind of footage that inspires you to think about Lake Darbonne in this beautiful little town that affectionately reminds me of Mayberry. Remember Mayberry? Eh? Little Opie Cunningham and Andy Griffith? That's what I like, man. That kind of stuff. It's like an old school USA, family-friendly atmosphere. I love it, and you will too. So some things are happening at the lake. It's mid-September. We'll see how the fishing is. They just had a big tournament here. Doesn't matter, there's a lot of crappie in this lake. But we're about here to have fun. You know, not just catch fish, but the great southern food, hospitality, some friends, fellowship, you name it. But the Brice man and I are gonna have some fun up there catching crappie on Lake Darbonne. What do you think?
Let's go get them.
Hey Brice, what's the game plan?
Well, we're going to go out here, and after the Crappie Masters, we got a lot of really spooky fish. So we're going to find the ones that want to bite, put them in the boat.
And how are we going to fish? H&H stuff?
We're going to fish H&H rods and reels. We'll probably be doing some plastic, some hair jig, and maybe tip them with a minnow if we have to.
And that bucket back there, is it safe back there if we need them, the shiners?
Yeah, we're going to put it right down here.
Okay. Man, I've made a lot of memories out of Farmerville. I mean, great things. A lot of things to put in that memory bank. Things fishing with different guys, different places, different techniques, different times of the year. Heck, you know, I even fished the first tournament I ever fished for crappie and stuff and almost won the tournament on that famous lake right there they call the Bone. But Farmerville, just something about it, it just brings me back. So when I had the opportunity to come back to this place and fish with different guys and meet some new people, make some more memories, I just jumped at the chance. What kind of depth are we going to fish and stuff?
We're going to be looking at 12 to 14 foot of water. Now the lake is on a drawdown.
Okay.
They started it. We're down about half a foot to a foot from where they were this weekend. So they're probably going to be moving out of the flats and start going into the channel edges. So we're going to find places for them to lock up on those brush piles and see if we can't catch you something.
That's what I was going to ask you. So when the lake it gets drawn down like that, it makes them move off those flats, huh?
Right.
They don't
right.
like falling water, right?
No, they don't like
fish
moving
do,
water.
do they?
No, they don't like the falling water. So. What I'm doing is I'm using just a basic hair jig. I tied these night before last, little silver and white with a white head, and then go up above it with a little weight, snap it on there, and helps get it down, and just bring the bait right across the top of the fish. And another little trick I like to use is when you've got that bait tied on, bring it to the back and pop it, and your bait sits straight in the water that way, and it's not coming leaning to you.
Because when they hit it, they're pretty violent, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
And if I'm trying to see if they're going to be spooky, timid, or what, we may have to wind up dropping right on top of them with a tip minnow and let them
hold it there.
Hold it there and just see if we
eats
can't make them.
Okay.
He went at it, but he didn't hit it.
Wow. He's chasing it. And he's got him. Watch Brice get him here. Watch Brice get him here, folks. Oh, nice crappie. Oh, DARBONNE. Dude.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is a DARBONNE sac-a-lait.
Live well fish, huh?
And yeah, I mean, you can see he's sitting on the bottom. He's got, look at the mud on him.
Yeah.
So
wow. Look at that.
You can see the mud actually on the fish. And
isn't that something? Wow.
That one's about a pound and a quarter, pound and 3/4.
She'll swim in the box. It'll look good on the picture. Right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So we'll put him in the box and
okay.
we'll go from there.
Yes, sir. On this trip, hooked up with Brice Knight. Me and Brice been talking back and forth on the internet about DARBONNE, and he says the only time really to come is because scheduling and stuff is September. But they got the drawdown and they had a big tournament. There could be different excuses for catching fish, but I don't care. I told Brice, I said it's not just about the fishing. It's a lot about the people that live there, places to eat, you know, making memories. DARBONNE Point, like just the ambient, the surroundings there draw me back. Some places just do that, and DARBONNE does it for me. So, you know, a little bit of drawdown of the water and stuff, but I don't care. Right when we get there, I get to settle in at DARBONNE Point and see the lake. And you can tell it's drawing down a little bit, but I've always got optimism. That's what you need for a fisherman. So Brice says we're going to use little baits, little hair jigs, and just pitch the head to some of those wandering crappie. And we all know those wandering crappie can be pretty tough to catch sometimes, but it doesn't matter. Whatever it takes, small rods, pitch out and stuff. Oh. There's my minnow gone. Got him there. Yep, that's the man. That's why they call him the Knight. That's eaters right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look where he's hooked to. I just missed one. Look.
Right on the roof of the mouth.
Any off, he would have been gone. But that's nice. That's
He's
eaters.
almost the same size as the one you got on your shirt.
Can't touch it.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Okay. Hey, give him a kiss. Okay, now you got
Crappie
luck.
slime.
Yep.
Okay.
You got luck now. You're gonna catch one.
I'm in. I'm in. That's the way, Brice. The biggest thing is about respecting fisheries. People say like the live scope potentially can hurt a fishery because you're taking so many big fish. But if it helps you catch them and you're releasing the bigger fish for tomorrow, there's nothing wrong with that. You can mark my words, there's nothing wrong with using live scope whatsoever. If you respect the fisheries that you're at and it helps you catch them, so be it. You know, but This is just another tool to help you catch them. It's up to you to respect your fisheries. Let those bigger fish go, like the females in spawning season, but have fun. Nothing wrong with catching them using technology of the 24th century. Our series features a lot of different places, but something about Farmerville. I can guarantee you, folks, if you come one time, you're going to want to go back. And I don't like using the cliche as much as I do, but it is like old-time Mayberry. You're looking for Andy Griffith, you're looking for, Barney Fife and stuff, and it's not critical. That is a good old times of the U.S. when I think times were a little bit slower and laid back. Everybody knew each other, people were friends, the neighbors helped each other, and that's what I see when I come to Farmerville. I go into a place that, they don't know who I am, and they open a door. They say, hello, sir. How are you, sir? You having a great day? There's something about it. You will too, because I'm telling you, it's not just the fishing that brings me back to this area, it's the people. So you're looking for specific, sometimes there's a couple fish on a tree or just roamers?
Yeah, I mean, they're roaming. A lot of these, if you look at your bait when it's in the water, and your bait, the light is the same size as that fish, it's not a very big fish.
Gotcha. Okay.
You're looking for something that's like a tic tac or the size of your thumbnail or your fingernail on here.
Gotcha.
That way it's a good crappie.
Gotcha.
So, in tournament fishing, I'll go 3, 4, 5 miles an hour, use my crappie brakes to stop and then ease in on them. But I'll run it out there at 60, 70 foot to find the fish too.
Gotcha,
so.
Yep. Understand.
Down on. There you go. Keep it out. There you go. Here he comes. Got him.
Oh, Darbonne! Hey, Mr. Brice. You put some on him. Look at that. You couldn't have got closer to the nose there, eh?
Well, I think that's a dumb one. The rest
I don't know if
of
he's
them.
talking about the fish or he's talking about me.
The rest of them. We'll just come up, look at it, and swim off.
Now,
But, hey.
is there size restrictions and stuff in Darbonne?
Yeah, you can only keep 7 over 12 inches, but you have a limit of 50 total.
That's probably about 17-inch, eh?
Yeah, that's
the tail and stuff
That's
all?
probably a 2-pounder.
Yeah, I think so. What, would let him go?
Yeah, we let it
Yeah.
go.
Okay, let him go. Okay, but the kiss.
Let him grow.
Yes, but he's got a deformed tail. Look at.
Well, look how fat it's got.
Yes.
Something going on right here.
He wants to grow.
It's probably hit a stump.
Gonna eat more, boy. Ready?
He hit a
Let's
stump.
let him go over here. Ready? Go on. Well, I officially broke the ice. When catching that real small one, it was not breaking the ice, right?
No, that was just a warm up.
So we're moving around. Bryce's been throwing the little hair jig and stuff, but I mean, boy, just feels like you're snake bit, but you just gotta keep going. I mean, you look around, obviously it's not the peak time of the year, otherwise you'd see a lot of boats. That's when we're here. I want to come because of the nice weather and enjoy everything else too. But we're catching some fish, seeing them on the scope, using the long poles, and just keep fishing, have some fun. You know what? Sometimes it's about the whole deal, camaraderie too. Me and Brice never fished before. Now we are, and having some laughs too, and some socializing, but we're not going to stop until the fat crappie sings. So we'll keep going.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, exciting things coming to Farmerville, Louisiana. The mega ramp. Got Trey and Oliver. They're going to tell you all about it.
So the mega ramp that we're trying to put at Lake Darbonne is going to be a tournament-ready ramp with multi-lanes for loading and unloading boats. It's going to have 80-plus truck and trailer spots with car parking as well. It's going to have a pavilion specifically designed to do tournament weigh-ins. So we're really trying to set this up to where Darbonne is already a premier crappie fishing lake, but we're going to take it to the next level to make tournaments and larger fishing gatherings more viable.
The goal of this project is to create a destination in Farmerville, to bring people from outside to our area. Along with the mega ramp, we want to put a marina and try to bring in hotels and some other things just to share our diamond.
So remember Farmerville and Lake Darbonne, a great place to live, work, and play.
Okay, so the fishing's a little bit slower and tougher like Brice said. So what? We're going to try to vertical jig over some fish as well too. We got shiners in the boat, we got little plastics, we got hair jigs. Hey, whatever it takes, we will catch.
We almost had a double.
What, do you believe it? I couldn't catch
Karl
one smaller if I tried.
Carl got
Right
the stink out of the boat.
I gotta laugh. You even know there's a crappie this small on Darbonne?
Yeah,
Do you?
yeah.
You ever seen anyone else got this small?
Here's a nudging. We got a double.
Uh-oh, we got doubles. They're just
These still got
a
milk
little
on their
too
mouth.
small. Oh, you little guy, go on. But we went from missing to finally catching. Just got to increase the size.
Those ain't been in school long enough. They're
That's
not
right.
real smart.
That's right. Okay, so we're not catching those big fish of March and April, but so what? Like I said, you know what? You think, well, catching is a bonus? It is. On certain trips, in certain lakes, and certain surroundings, the fishing for me is secondary. Oh, pole go. You got him still, huh? Yes, sir.
That's a big old catfish.
Is it? I've seen your pole go boom. Want me to net that fish?
That's a big old drum or catfish.
Is it net time? Boy, did you nail that, huh? Boom.
That's a catfish.
People eat these catfish, don't they? Big cat. Oh, nice cats, eh? That like eating size catfish? Too big.
You slimy thing. Bullhead. Ain't nothing but fat on that fish.
I can literally fish with anybody I want with this series, but I pick Farmerville because of all the reasons I mentioned earlier. And you know what? Catching is great, and I love it. And I know we're going to catch a few more fish with Brice. There's catfish here, there's different things, but so what? The fishing is just the bonus.
There he comes. Carl, quick on the draw. Catching them little ones.
Quick draw McGraw. I've seen that fish come off the bottom, you know that?
Yeah.
Although he's small, but he still came right off the bottom. Just
Well,
like you were
even
saying.
the smaller ones are going to teach you
Yes.
what the bigger ones are doing,
that.
you know?
Look how soft that is right there. I think he's got sharp hooks, huh? He came right off the bottom. You're so small. Look at you, eh? Once your big grandmothers. We're gonna let you go anyway, but come on. Boy. It's challenging, but we're still here. It's sunny out. We're healthy. We're catching crappies. We just are spoiled because we want big ones. We know what Darbonne produces.
Hey guys, on the Falcon 205, the rod lockers are huge. A great thing about them, you can open them up from the inside or outside of the boat. And look what I found.
Get you one.
All right, so we're out for another morning. Brice says, okay, we gotta just, gotta catch some fish. So we change up from the straight braid to some monofilament and maybe some fluorocarbon. Maybe that was the thing. And he's got these little hand-tied chartreuse, little hair jigs, a little bit of tinsel. So right away, Brice gets on the board.
This morning we're going to use a little chartreuse hair jig, hand-tied. Later in the day, the other day, it seemed to be what they wanted. So we're going to give it a shot, see if we can't get some of those Darbonne Lake 2-pound crappie. Right up, just about right under the boat there now.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. There you go. Mr. Brice. Oh, nice one too. Hey? When you see him like that when they eat, tell me that's not fun, eh? That's a boxer. Look how he ate it.
D'Arbonne donkeys.
Yes, sir. Starts with the casting fish again, other than the one I got.
Other than one.
I should have kept that one to compare. It's pretty close.
Yeah, it's really close.
Yeah, I could have used mine for bait. I know that sooner or later we're going to put a few more fish in the boat and show you that this is the lake to think about. This is the area to come to. It's very family friendly. Look where we're staying at D'Arbonne Point. Look at that place. How can you beat it? Right on the water. In the mornings you open up the doors, you feel like you're really deep down south with that beautiful breeze off the lake.
Also, we're using the HH rod and reel. This is a 15.5-foot war pig, weighs 9 ounces. It's a very durable rod, got great sensitivity to it.
Yep. Oh, yes, see?
See how he was hitting that stump?
Boy, yeah, man.
He was hitting the stump,
Yeah.
and then he come out of the stump.
Yep. That's incredible, boy. Look at that, Brice. When they shake a bit more.
Ooh.
When they shake, that's usually sometimes when they're gone, huh? Wow. Boxa. One at a time with the Knight on the lake. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Put my war pig down. That's the war pig. But incredible how they react, huh?
Hi, I'm Mayor John Crow from Farmerville, Louisiana, and we're proud of our Lake D'Arbonne. We're proud to see everybody come to our lake, and we're proud of our town, and this is a great place to live, work, and play.